Hello students, in today's lecture we will recapitulate the contents of chapter number 8 titled Electromagnetic Waves in the form of questions and answers. This chapter is one of the smallest chapter of the syllabus for class 12 physics. The syllabus for the academic year 2020-21 has been revised. The portion in section 8.2, that is basic idea of displacement current, has been deleted. Consequently, we have also avoided discussions on this section. The scheme of marks in PUE board of Karnataka has allocated 3 marks for this question. That is question number 1 of mark 1 and one question of marks 2. So there will be total 3 marks. But however, you please study everything in this chapter, as these are likely to be questions are likely to be asked in this section in NEET, JEE and other competitive examinations. Question number 1. Discuss the inconsistency in Ampere's circuital law. How did Maxwell modify this law? Answer. According to Ampere's circuital law, integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught I. Please see the figure. Here, to understand the inconsistency of this law, let us consider the process of charging a capacitor. Let S1 and S2 be the two surfaces bounded by the same perimeter, and let P be a point on them. When we apply Ampere's law to surface S1, we have line integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught I. So, B into dl is 2 pi r, that is equal to mu naught I. When we apply to surface S2, we have B dot dl is equal to 0. Calculated one way, there is a magnetic field at point P. Calculated in another way, there is no magnetic field. That is, in equation 1 it is mu naught I, in equation 2 it is 0. It follows that the Ampere's law is not consistent when circuit includes a capacitor. Question number 2. What modification was made by Maxwell in Ampere's circuital law? Answer. In order to remove inconsistency, Maxwell suggested that the existence of an additional current called displacement current. It is due to time varying electric field and is given by ID is equal to epsilon naught d phi E by dt. Therefore, Ampere's circuital law is restated as line integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught into IC plus ID, close the bracket, where IC is the conduction current and ID equals epsilon naught into d phi by dt is the displacement current. In the syllabus for the academic year 2021, the displacement current has been deleted. So it is left to the discretion of students either to study or delete it, because this part has not been deleted from NEET and JEE examinations. Therefore, line integral B dot dl is equal to mu naught into IC plus epsilon naught d phi by dt. This is known as Ampere-Maxwell's law. Explain clearly how Maxwell was led to predict the existence of electromagnetic waves. Answer. On the basis of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction and modified Ampere's law, Maxwell theoretically predicted the existence of electromagnetic wave. The magnetic field changing with time gives rise to electric field. That is, line integral of E dot dl is equal to d phi by dt. d phi by dt is the changing magnetic field and electric field is given by E dot dl. An electric changing field with time gives rise to magnetic field. Therefore, line integral of B dot dl is equal to mu naught into IC plus epsilon naught d phi by dt. It means laws of electricity and magnetism are symmetrical. So, changing magnetic field produces electric field and changing electric field produces magnetic field. The consequences of this symmetry is the existence of electromagnetic wave. According to Maxwell, an accelerating charge, please note, accelerating charge produces electromagnetic waves. An electric charge oscillating harmonically with frequency produces electromagnetic waves of same frequency V. Question number 4. Represent an electric and magnetic fields of an electromagnetic wave mathematically by suitable wave equations. Express C in terms of mu naught and epsilon naught. Answer. A linearly polarized electromagnetic wave with an angular frequency omega and wavelength lambda propagating in z direction with the oscillating electric field E along x direction and oscillating magnetic field B along y direction is shown in the figure below. Please see the figure. Here we have in the x direction. This is the x direction. The brown colored is an oscillating electric field. See, its amplitude is varying with time. Similarly, the brown colored, E is brown colored or red colored wave is an electric field. The blue colored wave here is a oscillating magnetic field. And if you expand this part, you will see the vertically here, the vertical part is an electric vector, electric field. This is an electric field. This blue color is perpendicular to this maroon color. Therefore, they are transverse waves. They are called particular perpendicular to each other, but the wave itself is moving in x direction or z direction. In this direction, E is in z direction and E is in x direction and B is in y direction. Oscillating charged particles produce electromagnetic waves. So both electric and magnetic oscillating charged particles produce EM waves. If EM and BM are amplitudes, electric field in x-axis, this is x-axis, is given by Ex is equal to Em into sine of kz minus omega t. This is an oscillating electric field. Similarly, there is an oscillating magnetic field B in y-axis direction, which is given by By is equal to Bm into sine of kz in minus omega t, where omega is equal to c into k is the angular frequency and c is the velocity of light in vacuum, and k is equal to 2 pi by lambda is the magnitude of the propagation vector. Electromagnetic waves propagate in z-axis. You see this diagram, vector diagram. This is x-axis electric wave, y-axis is magnetic wave, and direction of propagation is z-axis. Therefore, the electromagnetic waves are transverse in nature because all the three are perpendicular to each other. An oscillating charge which has non-zero acceleration can produce electromagnetic waves. That means acceleration should be present. The amplitudes of electric and magnetic fields are related by the equation B naught is equal to E naught by C, or this is also remembered as C is equal to E naught by B naught, where C is given by C is equal to 1 over square root of mu naught epsilon naught is the speed of light in vacuum. Question number 5. Write any 4 properties of electromagnetic waves. In the previous question, we learned about the formation or generation of and characteristics of electromagnetic wave. And now here we will answer a question which says write any 4 properties of electromagnetic waves. Though question is for writing 4 properties, but we will state here about 9 properties. Answer. First property, they are transverse in nature. Property number 2, they are produced by accelerated charges. Please note here, it is accelerated charges. Property number 3, in an electromagnetic wave, electric and magnetic fields oscillated sinusoidally in space and time. The oscillating vector E and vector B are perpendicular to each other and to the direction of propagation. This also we have seen in the previous diagram. Property number 4. The oscillations of vector E and B are in same phase. Property number 5. All electromagnetic waves travel in vacuum with the same speed. This is very important. All electromagnetic waves travel in vacuum with same speed c. which is given by C is equal to 1 over square root of mu naught epsilon naught. If we substitute the values of mu naught and epsilon naught, we get a value of C as 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Property number 6. They transport energy and momentum as they travel through space. This also you remember. There will be an 1 mark question. Electromagnetic waves transport energy and momentum. Property number 7. When these waves strike the surface, a pressure is exerted on the surface. Property number 8. They show properties of reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction, and polarization. This is also important. Reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction, and polarization. These reflection and refraction and interference, diffraction, and polarization we will study in our light on the next chapter, that is light wave, rays and waves, opticals, optics. Question property number 9. Electric field is responsible for optical effects of electromagnetic waves. Question number 6. In a plane electromagnetic wave, the electric field oscillates sinusoidally at a frequency of 2 into 10 to the power of 10 Hz and amplitude of 48 volts per meter. Part A. What is the wavelength of the wave? B. What is the amplitude of oscillating magnetic field? Part C. Show that the average density of electric field equals average density of magnetic field. So these three parts have to be answered. Answer A. First question, what is the wavelength? So wavelength lambda is given by lambda equals C over V. That is equal to C is the standard value. We have to remember it as 3 into 10 to the power of 8. That is the velocity of light, speed of light. And V is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 10. That is the frequency given. Given value is 2 into 10 to the power of 10 Hertz. Therefore, simplifying, we get 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Part B. Part B as what is the amplitude of the oscillating magnetic field. Magnetic field is B naught. Therefore, B naught is equal to E naught by C. And E naught is given as 48 volts per meter. Substituting the values of E naught and C naught, we get the answer as 16 into 10 to the power of minus 8 Tesla. Please remember, see here, E naught is volt per meter, whereas magnetic field B naught is Tesla. This difference, you please note it down. Part C. UE by UB, that is the ratio between the density energy of electric field to energy of magnetic field, is given by the relation we know from the knowledge of our previous chapter. UE is equal to half epsilon naught E square and UB is equal to 1 over 2 into mu naught into B square. Therefore, simplifying, we get epsilon naught by mu naught into E by B whole square. Let us substitute the values. We know that simplifying we get that is equal to epsilon naught mu naught. That is, we know the formula C is equal to 1 over square root of epsilon naught into mu naught. That is squaring, we get C square is equal to or 1 over c square is equal to epsilon naught into mu naught into E by B. We also know the formula. From here you see E by B is equal to C. Therefore, 1 over c square into c square is equal to 1. This is the answer for the part C. Therefore, UE is equal to UB. Therefore, electric field equals the average density of electric field. Average density of electric field is equal to average density of magnetic field. Question number 7. Name the main parts of electromagnetic spectrum, giving their wavelength range and frequency range. So we have to write all the parts of electromagnetic spectrum, which is given in the next slide. Please note, wavelength decreases from the top of the table to the bottom. That is, as we proceed, the frequency range increases from top to bottom, whereas the wavelength decreases. Let us see the next slide, which gives the details of the which is given in the form of a table. These different types of electromagnetic waves in the EM spectrum and their properties like wavelength, frequency, uses, production and detection methods are also given in a nutshell. The first wave is radio wave. It has a wavelength of greater than 0.1 meter and its frequency range is 500 kilohertz to 1000 megahertz. There are different wave bands within this group of frequencies, that is 500 kilohertz to 1000 megahertz. These details we will discuss in the communication chapter. The use of radio wave is in radio, TV and mobile phone. It is produced using rapid acceleration and deacceleration of electrons in area, and it is detected by receiving areas. These can be observed very clearly in radio transmitting stations, production in transmitting station and detection in radio receiving stations. The next wave is microwave. Its wavelength is 0.1 meter to 1 millimeter. So you see here we started with 0.1 meter and we are ending here microwave at 1 mm. Its frequency range is 10 to the power of 9 to 10 to the power of 11 hertz. These are used in radar systems of aircraft navigation, microwave ovens and to detect fast moving items like tennis ball, cricket ball, etc. and automobiles. It is generated using klystron and magnetron. These are the oscillators generating microwave, and it is detected by point contact diodes. Infrared rays. The wavelength of infrared rays ranges from 1 mm to 700 nanometer, millimeter to nanometer. So it is 10 to the power of frequency range is 10 to the power of 9 to 10 to the power of 11 hertz. We are using infrared in labs, physical therapy, detecting satellites, TV, CD players, remotes, etc., solar water heaters and cookers. These are produced due to vibrations of atoms and molecules. These are detected by thermopiles, bolometer and infrared photographic films. Then next type of electromagnetic wave is light, which we are commonly witnessing. Its wavelength range is 700 nanometer to 400 nanometer and its frequency range is 10 to the power of 11 to 10 to the power of 14 hertz. These uses are visible light, electric bulbs, tube lights and movie screen. Electrons emit light when they fall from one energy level to lower energy level. This we are studying in quantum mechanics and wave theory of optics. These light is, as you know, it is detected by our eyes, photocells and photographic films. Then ultraviolet ray. Ultraviolet ray, the wavelength of ultraviolet rays is 400 nanometer to 1 nanometer, and its frequency range is 10 to the power of 14 to 10 to the power of 17 hertz. Ultraviolet rays are used to sterilize surgical instruments, kill germs in water purifiers, that is the water purifiers which we are using at home, in LASIK eye surgery, burglar alarm and to study molecules. These are also produced by inner shell of electrons in moving from one energy level to a lower energy level. And photocells, these are detected by photocells and photographic films. X-rays. The wavelength of X-ray falls between 1 nanometer to 10 to the power of minus 3 nanometer. You please see it is reducing wavelength. We started with 0.1 meter and we are now passing through nanometer, 10 to the power of minus 3 nanometers, and its frequency range is 10 to the power of 17 into 10 to the power of 2 10 to the power of 18 hertz. X-rays we are normally used in medical appliances to detect fracture in bones, to detect faults in metals, to detect foreign bodies in human beings. Then these are produced X-ray tubes and inner shell electrons, that is inner shell electrons also when they fall from higher level to lower level they produce X-ray. These are detected by photographic films. We have also seen so many X-ray films when the medical experts use photographic film to detect the condition of our body. This is also Geiger tubes. This is also detected by Geiger tubes and ionization chambers. Finally, we have gamma rays whose wavelength is less than 10 to the power of minus 3 nanometer. Frequency is 10 to the power of 18 to 10 to the power of 24 hertz. These gamma rays are used in cancer therapy, to preserve food items and to study structure of atoms. This is also produced due to radioactive decay of nucleus, that is the innermost part of the atom is the nucleus. It is produced due to radioactive decay of nucleus, and it is detected by photographic films, Geiger tubes and ionization chamber. Hence, remember all these frequency ranges, type of electromagnetic waves and wavelength and frequency. You can remember this very easily. Some people have used a simple way of remembering in the order of their wavelength and frequency. They use a sentence within brackets, Radio Mirchi, I love you, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, sorry, not ex-wife, ex-girlfriend. Radio Mirchi, I love you, ex-girlfriend. This is the sentence, and the frequency also, wavelength remembering is also easy. Just write in the center, you remember 700 nanometer to 400, and this 700 you write here, and then the remaining all 1, and here nanometer, millimeter and meter, meter, millimeter and nanometer, all rest are all nanometers. From infrared onwards it is nanometers. 700 here, 700, 1, 1 and 0.1, and here 400, 400, 1, 1 nanometer, 10 to the power of minus 3 nanometers and 10 to the power of minus 3 nanometer. Please remember, go through. These are all very simple types of radio wave, and this is very helpful in communication and medical fields. Question number 8. Briefly explain how does an accelerating charge acts as a source of electromagnetic wave. Consider a charge oscillating with some frequency. This is an example of accelerating charge. This charge produces an oscillating electric field in the space. This field in turn produces an oscillating magnetic field also in the neighborhood. The process continues because of the oscillating electric and magnetic fields which regenerate each other. Hence, an electromagnetic wave originates from an accelerating charge. Question number 9. Write down the expression for velocity of electromagnetic wave A in vacuum and B in material medium. Answer. In vacuum, the relationship is C is equal to 1 over mu naught 1 over square root of mu naught epsilon naught, where mu naught is absolute permeability and epsilon naught is absolute permittivity of vacuum. Both are in vacuum. Part B. In material medium, the relationship is given by V is equal to where velocity is equal to 1 over square root of mu epsilon, where epsilon is called permittivity and mu is called the magnetic permeability of the medium. Question number 10. What are the contribution of Hertz to electromagnetic wave theory? Hertz is a scientist. Number 1. Hertz confirmed the existence of electromagnetic wave. Maxwell had given a theoretical model. Hertz confirmed the existence of electromagnetic wave by experimentation. He produced stationary electromagnetic waves. Number 3. Using C is equal to V lambda, he found that electromagnetic waves travel with the same speed as the speed of light. Question number 11. The amplitude of magnetic field part of an electromagnetic wave in vacuum is 500 nanotesla. What is the amplitude of electric field part of the wave? Answer. We know B naught is equal to E naught by C. The value of E naught is given as 510 nanotesla. Nano means 10 to the power of minus 9. Therefore, E naught is equal to 510 into 10 to the power of minus 9 divided by 3 into 10 to the power of 8. That simplifying, we get the value as 170 into 10 to the power of minus 17 Tesla. Question number 12. Who proposed electromagnetic wave theory? James Clerk Maxwell proposed the electromagnetic wave theory. Question number 13. What are electromagnetic waves? Answer. Waves radiated by accelerated charges. Please note here once again, it is accelerated charges. Time varying transverse electric and magnetic fields. So, first condition is accelerated charges. Second is transverse electric and magnetic field. These are called electromagnetic wave. So, both electric and magnetic field should be present which are perpendicular to each other. Question number 14. Name the scientist who first predicted the existence of electromagnetic waves. Hertz predicted the existence of electromagnetic waves. Question number 15. What physical quantity is same for X-rays of wavelength 10 to the power of minus 10 meters, comma, red light of wavelength 6800 angstroms and radio wavelength of 500 meters? Here, three different types of wavelengths are given, and the question asked is what is the physical quantity which is same for all these three waves? Answer is velocity. We know the velocity is same for all the three waves. Question number 16. What are the directions of electric and magnetic field vector relative to each other and relative to the direction of propagation of electromagnetic waves? That is, he is asking the directions of electric, magnetic and the direction of propagation. Answer. They are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the direction of propagation. That is, E is perpendicular to B and that is both are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Question number 17. Identify the part of electromagnetic spectrum which the following wavelengths belong. 1. 10 to the power of 1, 10 to the power of minus 1 meters. Part 2, 10 to the power of minus 12 meters. First one is short waves and second one is gamma rays. You see the difference. This is first one is 10 to the power of minus 1 meters. The wavelength is more here and it is very large and very small. The wavelength of gamma rays is very small and wavelength of short radio waves is large. Comparatively large. It is 10 to the power of minus 1 meters. Question number 18. Identify the part of electromagnetic spectrum to which the following wavelengths belong. Number 1, 1 mm and number 2, 10 to the power of minus 11 m. So, this one is part 1 is microwaves and part 2 is gamma rays. Please refer back to the slides table of all types of electromagnetic waves and their properties. Question number 19. Welders wear special goggles or face masks with glass windows to protect their eyes from electromagnetic radiations. Name the radiations and write the range of their frequency. Here we have seen practically that welders are wearing special goggles to prevent the effect of electromagnetic radiations. The question asked is name these radiations and write their frequency range. Answer. Ultraviolet radiations. So, for welders, you have to write it is ultraviolet radiations. And frequency range is 10 to the power of 15 to 10 to the power of 70 hertz. Please note, this is frequency. And what he has asked is frequency and not the wavelength. Question number 20. Name the electromagnetic radiations used for studying the crystal structures of solid and write its frequency range. Here we have to remember the uses of the electromagnetic spectrum and their frequency range. Answer is X-rays. X-rays are used for studying crystal structure of solids and their range is 10 to the power of 17 to 10 to the power of 20 Hertz. Question number 21. The speed of electromagnetic wave in a material medium is given by the relationship V is equal to 1 over square root of mu E. Mu being the permeability of the medium and epsilon is its permittivity. How does its frequency change? Answer is there is no change. Its frequency does not change because frequency is same. Question number 22. How are X-rays produced? Answer. X-rays are produced when high energetic electron beam is made incident on metallic target of high melting point and high atomic weight. Question number 23. The frequency of oscillations of electric vector of a certain electromagnetic wave is 5 into 10 to the power of 14 Hertz. What is the frequency of oscillation of the corresponding magnetic vector to which part of the electromagnetic spectrum does it belong? So, he has given the frequency of oscillation and he is asking what is the frequency of the magnetic vector and what is the which part of the electromagnetic spectrum does it belong. The frequency of electric and magnetic wave is same. So, magnetic wave also is 5 into 10 to the power of 14 Hertz. This is in the visible range or light wave. 24. Question number 24. Which of the following has the shortest wavelength? Microwave, ultraviolet rays, X-rays. Here you have to remember the saying, you have to recollect. The recollecting is, I had told you, radio mirchi, I love you, X-ray gun. So, X-rays has the shortest wavelength. Question number 25. To which part of electromagnetic spectrum does a wave of frequency of 5 into 10 to the power of 19 Hertz belong? Gamma rays. So, gamma rays range is 10 to the power of 18 to 10 to the power of 22. So, it is 10 to the power of 9. So, gamma ray. Question number 26. Name the electromagnetic waves which part 1 maintain Earth's warmth and number 2 are used in aircraft navigation. Infrared rays keep the earth warm. Microwaves are used in aircraft navigation and communications. Question number 27. The speed of an electromagnetic wave in a material medium is given by V is equal to 1 over square root of mu epsilon. Mu being the permeability of medium and epsilon is its permittivity. How does its frequency change? There is no change. Question number 28. What is meant by the transverse nature of electromagnetic wave? Draw a diagram showing the propagation of electromagnetic wave along x direction. Indicate clearly the directions of oscillating electric and magnetic fields associated with it. This already we have answered in the previous section, so I am skipping it. Question number 29. Identify the following electromagnetic radiations as per the wavelengths given below. So there are three wavelengths are given. A 10 to the power of minus 3 nanometers, B 10 to the power of minus 3 meters and C 1 nanometer. Write one application each. This is the question. Answer. A is gamma. We know that gamma has a wavelength of lowest wavelength of 10 to the power of minus 3 nanometer. Please note here it is nanometer. Hence it is a gamma rays, gamma radiation. Radiotherapy, it is used for radiotherapy and to initiate nuclear reaction. 10 to the power of minus 3 is microwave. it is used, microwaves are used in radar for aircraft navigation and in our mobile communications. Part C, 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer, the wavelength of X-rays is of the range of 1 nanometer. X-rays are used in medical science for detection of fractures, stones in kidneys, gallbladder, etc. Question number 30. Give two characteristics of electromagnetic waves. Write expression for a velocity of electromagnetic waves in terms of permeability of the medium. Characteristics of electromagnetic waves are already we have given, but again we are writing in short. Electromagnetic waves travel in free space with speed of light, that is c is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Electromagnetic waves are transverse in nature. Expression for velocity of electromagnetic waves in vacuum in medium is given as v is equal to 1 over square root of mu epsilon, where epsilon is permittivity and mu is called the magnetic permeability of the medium. This you note, it is medium. Identify the following electromagnetic radiations as per frequencies given below. A 10 to the power of 20 Hz, B 10 to the power of 9 Hz, and C 10 to the power of 11 Hz. Please go through the tabular column specifying the parts of electromagnetic waves spectrum. These ranges are already given in that table corresponding to the respective rays, type of rays. Write one application of each. Gamma radiation, 10 to the power of 20 is gamma radiation for treatment of cancers. B is radio waves for broadcasting radio programs. And C is microwave for cooking in microwave oven. Question number 32. Write the order of frequency range and one use of each of the following electromagnetic radiations. That is microwaves, ultraviolet rays and gamma rays. These already we have given and you please write it note and separately. Question number 33. Arrange the following electromagnetic waves in the order of their increasing wavelength. Please note increasing wavelength. Gamma rays, microwaves, X-rays and radio waves. So here once again you can recapitulate radio mirchi, I love you, X-ray gun. So radio means the highest wavelength is radio waves. Mirchi is microwaves. So radio waves, microwaves, X-ray and gamma. That is in the order of that. The next question is, how are the infrared waves produced? What role does an infrared radiation play in maintaining the Earth's warmth and physical therapy? These are the different applications. So, increasing wavelength. Infrared waves are produced by vibration of atoms of molecules. The Earth radiates infrared waves which are reflected by the gases in the lower atmosphere. This phenomena is called greenhouse effect, which keeps the Earth warm. Question number 2. Infrared lamps in treatment of muscular complaints. Question number 34. The oscillating electric field of an electromagnetic wave is given by Ey is equal to 30 into sine of 2 into 10 to the power of 11 t plus 300 pi x volts per meter. Obtain the value of wavelength of the electromagnetic wave. Write down the expression for oscillating magnetic field. Answer given. Ey is equal to 30 into sine of 2 into 10 to the power of 11 t plus 300 pi into x volts per meter. It is the given equation. We know that from the standard equation Ex is equal to Em into sine kx minus omega t. Here, if you compare with the equation, this equation, given equation, the term t after sine comes first and term x comes second. Whereas in the standard equation, the coefficient of x comes first and coefficient of t comes next. If you compare it properly, you have to compare this with this and this with this. Therefore, k is equal to 2 pi by m. Here, if you see k, we know the formula for k, standard formula is k is equal to 2 pi by m. So, this we have to compare with this equation and substitute the values. So, comparing 2 pi by lambda is equal to 300 pi. So, if you compare it, we get lambda is equal to 1 over 150 meters. And C is given by E naught by B naught. That is the standard equation. Formula we know. That is the value 3 into 10 to the power of 8, the velocity of light. Therefore, from this equation, we can calculate B naught. B naught is given by B naught is equal to C by E naught. That is equal to E naught by C. That is E naught is given as 30. You see here EM is 30. So EM is 30 and C is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. And simplifying, we get B is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7. Hence, we can write the equation for oscillating magnetic field B naught. B is given by, here we found B naught, that is 10 to the power of minus 7. Sine of, as it is, 2 into 10 to the power of 11 t plus 300 pi x. It is same phase. Tesla. E was in volts per meter and B is in Tesla. Please note this. Question number 35. Why are infrared radiations referred to as heat waves? Name the radiations which are next to these radiations in the electromagnetic spectrum having one shorter wavelength and longer wavelength. Answer. Infrared waves are produced by hot bodies and molecules, so are referred to as heat waves because they are produced by hot bodies. Part 1. Electromagnetic waves having short wavelength than infrared waves are visible, that is UV, X-rays and gamma rays. So, Part 2. Electromagnetic waves having longer wavelength than infrared waves are microwaves, short radio waves, television and FM radio. Question number 36. What do electromagnetic waves consist of? Explain as what factors does its velocity in vacuum depend? Answer. Electromagnetic waves consist of mutually perpendicular electric magnetic field vectors. Its velocity in vacuum is given by C is equal to 1 over square root of mu naught epsilon naught, same for all electromagnetic waves. In other words, its velocity in vacuum does not depend on any factor. Question number 37. How are electromagnetic waves produced by oscillating charges? State clearly. How microwave oven works to heat up a food item containing water molecules. Part C. Why microwaves are found useful for radar systems in aircraft navigation. So we will answer all the three parts of this question. Answer here. If a charged particle oscillates with the same frequency, produces the oscillating electric field in the space, which produces in turn an oscillating magnetic field. Hence, electric field in turn is also produced. Thus, oscillating electric fields and magnetic fields regenerate each other, and electromagnetic wave is produced. Part B. In microwave oven, the frequency of microwaves is selected to match the resonant frequency of water molecules so that the energy from the waves gets transferred to the kinetic energy of molecules. This kinetic energy raises the temperature of food containing water. The main point here is the resonant frequency of microwave and resonant frequency of water are same. Hence, the electrical energy is transferred to the food items. Part C. Microwaves are short length radio waves with frequency of the order of gigahertz. Due to this short wavelength, they are highly penetrating power with respect to atmosphere and less diffraction in atmospheric layers. So these waves are suitable for radar systems used in navigation. Multiple choice questions. What is the wavelength of signal weather frequency of 300 megahertz? A 2 meters, B 20 meters, C 10 meters, D 1 meter. Answer is 300 megahertz. 300 megahertz means 10 to the power of 6. That is equal to 300 is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Therefore, lambda is equal to 1 meter. Therefore, the answer is D. Question number 2. If lambda x, lambda m and lambda v represent wavelength of X-ray, microwave and visible rays, then option is which wavelength is greater? We know from our knowledge that X-ray has the highest, the lowest wavelength. So therefore, lambda x is less than lambda v, it is less than lambda m. Therefore, the correct answer is B. Radiates A. Microwave, X-rays, infrared rays or gamma rays. So which waves are emitted by human body? It is C, that is infrared waves. Electromagnetic waves can produce by a charge. 1. Accelerated charge particles. Charge particles moving with constant speed at rest, that is charge at rest, and D. Either at rest or moving with a constant velocity. So the correct answer is electromagnetic waves are produced by accelerated charge particles. A is correct answer here. Fine. In electromagnetic spectrum, minimum wavelength is of A. Gamma rays, radio waves, visible rays and microwave. We know gamma rays have the minimum wavelength. So A is correct. Number 6. Properties of electromagnetic radiations are identified by using their color, their use, their speed, frequency or wavelength. How do we identify the electromagnetic radiations? By their frequency or wavelength. Question number 7. Light wave constitutes a mechanical wave, magnetic wave, electromagnetic wave, or longitudinal wave. The correct answer is electromagnetic, because light waves are electromagnetic waves. Hence, part C is correct. Question number 8. Which of the following transport by the electromagnetic waves? Charge and momentum, frequency and wavelength, energy and momentum, D, wavelength and energy. We know it is by energy and momentum. So answer is C. Completion type question. Human bodies radiate IR radiation of electromagnetic, that is infrared radiation of electromagnetic spectrum. Question number 2. Shorter the wavelength of electromagnetic waves, dash is the energy. So, if the wavelength is short, maximum more energy is carried. So, E is equal to Hc divided by lambda. We have to remember E. Waves used to transmit cellular telephone messages are microwaves. In electromagnetic waves, transport both dash and dash, energy and momentum. Electromagnetic waves are produced by accelerating charges or accelerated or oscillated charges. Question number 6. To study structure of crystals, dash are used. X-rays are used. Human eyes can detect visible part of electromagnetic spectrum. Question number 8. To treat cancer and tumor in radiotherapy, X-rays are used. During propagation of an electromagnetic wave in a medium, electric energy density is equal. Magnetic energy, that is, electric energy is equal to the magnetic energy. We have proved it. UE is equal to UB. For electromagnetic wave propagation along x-axis, E maximum is equal to 30 volts per meter. The maximum value of magnetic field is, we have to use calculation and find value of EB using E naught is equal by B naught, C is equal to E naught by B naught, and where we have to put value of E as 30 and B we have to find out, and C as 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Question number 11. The conduction current is same as dash whether source is AC or DC. Displacement current. So conduction current and displacement current is same. Question number 12. An oscillating charged particle radiates electromagnetic waves. True or false? Type questions. An electromagnetic radiation has energy of 11.5 kilo electronic volt is belonging to an ultraviolet region of spectrum. False. For all frequencies, speed of electromagnetic waves is same. True. Radio waves generally lies in frequency range of 500 GHz to 1000 GHz. False. Question number 4. Longer the wavelength of electromagnetic wave, more the energy it carries. False. Question number 5. Waves used to transmit cellular telephone messages are microwaves. True. Question number 6. A variable frequency AC source is connected to a capacitor. The displacement current remains same with the increase in frequency. It is false. Question number 7. A plane electromagnetic wave travels along y-axis in vacuum. Its electric and magnetic field vectors are along z-axis and x-axis. False. True. Y-axis. So it is, I stand corrected, it is true, because here you see it is traveling in y-axis. The wave is traveling in y-axis and the other electric and magnetic fields are in z and x-axis respectively. Hence it is true. Question number 8. Intensity of electromagnetic waves is proportional to the cube of electric or magnetic field. It is false. Velocity of an electromagnetic wave in vacuum is square root of mu epsilon. It is false. Question number 10. Charges in a uniform motion can be sources of electromagnetic waves. It is false. Uniform, you see, it should be accelerated. If it is uniform, it cannot generate electromagnetic wave. So that is why it is false. Question number 11. The speed of propagation of a wave is given by omega over k. It is true. Question number 12. The frequency of electromagnetic wave is greater than oscillation of charge. It is false. Now let us take up work examples. Example number 1. What physical quantity is the same for X-ray of 10 to the power of minus 10 meters, red light of 6800 centimeters and radio wave of wavelength 500 meters. So different wavelengths have been given and he is asking what is same. So speed for X-ray, red light and radio wave is common, is same, that is c is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. C is common for all electromagnetic waves. Example 2. A plane electromagnetic wave travels in vacuum along z direction. If frequency of the wave is 30 megahertz, what is its wavelength? Solution. Given nu is equal to 30 megahertz, that is equal to 30 into 10 to the power of 6 hertz, and C is, we know, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second, and we should find out the relationship. C is equal to nu lambda. Therefore, nu or C, V also there is a nu. Lambda is equal to C over V, that is the velocity of the media, that is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by 30 into 10 to the power of 6, that is equal to 10 meters. This is the answer. That is simple formula. Lambda wavelength is equal to velocity of light over the velocity of the wave. That is frequency of the wave. A charged particle oscillates about its mean equilibrium position with a frequency of 10 to the power of 9 hertz. What is the frequency of electromagnetic waves produced by the oscillator? Here frequency is given as 10 to the power of 9. The frequency of electromagnetic wave is same as that of the oscillating charged particle about its equilibrium, that is equal to 10 to the power of 9 hertz. Example 4. A radio can tune in to any station 7.5 megahertz to 12 megahertz band. what is the corresponding wavelength of the band. So, here frequency is given and we have to find out wavelength in terms of meters. So, we know V1 it is given V1 is equal to 7.5 into 10 to the power of 6 hertz, that is the frequency, and V2 the upper the band frequency is 12 into 10 to the power of 6 hertz. Therefore, lambda 1 is equal to C by V1, that is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8. We know this value of C and we have to remember that value divided by given value is 7.5 into 10 to the power of 6 megahertz. So, you please see it is 7.5 megahertz. Mega means we have to multiply with 10 to the power of 6. Therefore, it is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by 7.5 into 10 to the power of 6, that is equal to 40 meters. So, wavelength at the lower frequency is 40 meters. Similarly, we can calculate wavelength at a higher frequency, that is 12 megahertz. It is given by lambda 2 is equal to C by V2, that is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by 12 into 10 to the power of 6, that is equal to 25 meters. So, the wavelength is varying from 25 meter to 40 meter. So, wavelength band is 40 meter minus 25 meter, that is equal to 15 meters. The amplitude of the let us take up example number 5. The amplitude of the magnetic field part of EM wave, electromagnetic wave in vacuum is B naught is equal to 510 nano Tesla. What is the amplitude of electric field part of the wave? So, he has given the magnitude of field and asking us to find the magnitude amplitude of the electric field. Given B naught is equal to 510 into nano Tesla, that is 510 into nano means 10 to the power of minus 9, 510 into 10 to the power of minus 9 Tesla. So, we know C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second, E naught is equal to watt. Therefore, C is equal to E naught by B naught, that is the formula. Therefore, E naught is equal to C into B naught, that is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 into 510 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Therefore, it is given by 3 into 510 and we get the answer as 153 newtons per coulomb. Please note down all the examples, questions, and I will give some time and you please think over and note down. These are all very simple examples. More complicated and ticklish problems we will take up in a special session after completing all the chapters. Example number 6. The electric field amplitude of electromagnetic wave is 120 newtons per coulomb and frequency V is equal to 50 megahertz. Determine B naught omega. B naught is magnetic field. Omega is angular frequency, K is the constant and lambda wavelength. Lambda is the wavelength. Find expressions for E and B, that is electric field and magnetic field. We know B naught is equal to E naught by C. So, E naught is given as 120 Newton per coulomb. Therefore, 120 divided by C, 3 into 10 to the power of 8, that is equal to 400 nano Tesla. Omega is equal to angular frequency omega is equal to 2 pi v, that is equal to 2 into 3.14 into 50 into 10 to the power of 6. See, this is 2 pi of, this is the formula 2 pi v. 2 as it is, value of pi is 3.14 and frequency v is given as 50 megahertz. Now 50 megahertz means 50 mega means 10 to the power of 6, that is equal to 3.14 into 10 to the power of 8 radians per second. So we have found omega. Now we have to find k. K is given by omega over c, that is angular frequency over velocity. Therefore k is equal to 3.14 into 10 to the power of 8 we have found in the first equation, divided by 3 into 10 to the power of 8. So its value is 1.05 radians per meter. Wavelength is given by c over v, that is the velocity of the electromagnetic wave. That is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. We know this is the value we know, and V is 50 megahertz, that is 50 into 10 to the power of 6. That is solving, we get 6 meters. We know Ext is given by Ext is equal to E naught sine of kz minus omega t. That is equal to 120. We have found E naught is given as 120 Newton sine of k we have found 1.05, z is as it is variable minus omega. Omega is 2 pi into 10 to the power of 8 t. T is a variable. This is the equation. He has asked expression only. He has not asked value of t or z. This you have to write, and I is the vector in the direction of z. It is in the direction of x axis or y axis. E. X axis, because we are given, take it as x, where I is a unit vector in the direction of x. Expression for B naught is By in the direction y is B naught sine kz minus omega t. That is equal to 400. B naught we have found 400 into 10 to the power of minus 9. That is nano. 400 nano Tesla means 400 into 10 to the power of minus 9 sine k is 1.05 z minus pi into 10 to the power of 8 test t. Omega t is here given t, and it is along the y axis, that is a j. J is the unit vector in the y axis, in the y direction, because y is b is in y direction, this is j, and x is in the x direction and unit vector is I. With this we come to the conclusion of chapter number 8. Please go through again and again, work out all the examples and study the formulae and the concepts of electromagnetic wave. Hence, we have successfully completed chapter number 8, which is a very small chapter as compared to other chapters. The next chapter will be dual nature of radiation, that is chapter number 9. So, thank you for listening this lecture, and goodbye. Mark the following. In the first column, the properties and nature of the waves are given, and some parameters are given in column A, which we have to match with the corresponding characteristics stated in column B. So first let us take first question, electromagnetic waves. Two waves are given, ultraviolet rays and X-rays. A is ultraviolet ray and B is X-ray. So the three properties given are absorbed by the ozone layer of atmosphere. Answer Q is, column B is to detect fracture of bones. Option R is for broadcasting. So we know ultraviolet rays are detected by the ozone layer of atmosphere. So A matches with B. X-rays we know we use for detecting the fracture of bones. So B is Q. Question number 2. Wavelength. Two wavelengths are given. Option A 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. Option B 10 to the power of minus 3. And in the column there are four characteristics, four types of waves. P is radio wave, Q is X-rays, R is ultraviolet rays, and S is microwaves. We have to identify the correct range of wavelength given in column A. Therefore, A is R, that is 10 to the power of minus 10 meters of wavelength corresponds to ultraviolet rays. And option B, that is 10 to the power of B, 10 to the power of minus 3 is yes, that is it is microwaves. Then question number 3, wavelength. Again wavelengths are given as A 10 to the power of 3 and B 10 to the power of minus 12. So we have to calculate the energy of photon given in column B. Option P is 1.24 into 10 to the power of minus 9 electron volts. Q as 1.24 into 10 to the power of 6 electron volts. And R is 1.24 into 10 to the power of 9 electron volts. So A is P, that means, and B is Q. That is the answer. Then question number 4, electromagnetic radiations. X-rays, that is in column A. Option A is X-rays and B is microwaves. So the frequency ranges are given in column B. So here P is 3 into 10 to the power of 18 to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 Hertz. Option Q is 10 to the power of 6 into 10 to the power of 19 Hertz. And option R is 1 into 10 to the power of 9 to 10 to the power of 11 Hertz. We have to match. So we know X-rays are having a frequency range 10 to the power of 6 to 10 to the power of 19 Hertz. So A matches with Q. B is microwaves. Microwaves, we know the range is 1 into 10 to the power of 9 into 3 into 10 to the power of 11 Hertz. Frequency, please note here, frequency not the wavelength. So B matches with R. Question number 5, uses. So now we have mentioned uses are given in column A. We have to match with the respective and corresponding electromagnetic waves. For water purification, we use ultraviolet rays. And option B in column A is remote sensing. Remote sensing is we do it using microwaves. So B is P. So A is Q and B is Q and B is P. Let us recapitulate important formulae that have been used in this section, that is chapter 8 on electromagnetic waves. We know there are four laws. Gauss law for electricity, and its relationship is given by E dot dA is equal to Q into Q enclosed, charge enclosed divided by epsilon naught. This is linking electric flux to electric charge. That is Gauss law. Gauss second law is for magnetism. This links magnetic flux to enclosed magnetic charge. Therefore, third Faraday's law is EDS equals minus of d phi by dt. This is induced if electric field is linked to changing. D phi by dt means changing flux. This is changing flux. And fourth one, Ampere's Maxwell law. It is a modified Ampere's law. Modified Ampere's law, and fourth one is also called Ampere Maxwell law. It is added. So B dot, that is linking the magnetic field to changing electric field and to current. Therefore, B dot ds is equal to mu naught epsilon naught into d phi by dt plus mu naught into I enclosed. That is, it is adding a conduction current. So original Ampere law, which was not meeting some of the requirements, so it is integral B dot ds is equal to mu naught enclosed. This was later modified. This law, Ampere law, was modified by Ampere Maxwell's law. This is the final law. So the mathematical expression of electromagnetic wave is given by Ey into sine 2 pi into x by lambda minus t, small t by capital T in the J. So this is the, you see, this is the electric field, and its equation is given here. You see, this is the equation for this electric field. And Bz is equal to B naught into sine of 2 pi into x by lambda minus small t by capital T into K. J and K are unit vectors in that particular direction. So magnetic field is here. The blue line is magnetic field. And this is the direct velocity of electromagnetic waves in free space. V is equal to C equals 1 over square root of epsilon naught mu naught. That is given by 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Velocity of electromagnetic wave in a medium equals V is equal to 1 over square root of mu epsilon, that is equal to C over square root of mu r k. With this, we conclude this part of discussions on electromagnetic waves. Thank you.